everybody, it's Robin and Ben.
What's that?
Where's that? Been a change of plan. This is going to be the Wolf Among Us episode 1 discussion video. Obviously, at the beginning of episode 1, for my walkthrough, I said that Ben was going to be doing one, but
yeah, we've changed plans. Basically, we've had a discussion. We decided that's not. Well, I raised the point, and Robin agrees with me. We're not going to go through everything. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to do a discussion. So, if need be, I'll be doing episode 2, and we can do a discussion. It's just in my opinion, there's no point having 3. Because obviously she's done 4 parts, I'll be doing 4 parts. That's 8 videos of the same exact footage you're going to be seeing.
Because he decided that his decisions were going to be the same.
I've watched her footage, and it's the exact same video. It's the exact same decisions, maybe minus 1 that I would do. So you're going to be watching the exact same footage of the exact same thing.
With a different person.
But with a different person. That's it. And there's no voiceovers on it, obviously, because we decided not to do commentary. So you're literally watching the exact same video. Which is just going to take our time up, which is just going to be literally a waste. So this way, we're going to have a discussion video at the end of it, because obviously I've played the game. I haven't played it much, but I played the game.
Yeah.
And I've also watched a lot of footage on it, and I did a review on the first. I haven't done any review on any of the other episodes, but I've done a review on the first one.
Yeah.
So we're literally just going to go through. It's only going to be a 10-minute video, just going to have a quick discussion about what we think.
The first episode and stuff,
what they're doing, why, and stuff like that. Yeah. So, main character,
Mr. Wolf.
Yeah, Mr. Wolf, was it Big B?
Big B.
Yeah.
Big B.
Big B Wolf. So when I first saw this and when I first played it, I did not really click on straight away that it was to do with that, because obviously it starts off, didn't you? You go into an apartment.
Oh, you mean you didn't pick up there was fairy tale character?
Pretty much. Yeah. Until you see him walking down the street, you go, well, he just looks like looks like a normal guy.
Yeah.
It was fine. I didn't see any trailers, so I was like, oh, that's fair. So he's a cop. I can obviously, you can tell he's a cop.
Yeah.
Or at least a sheriff, something along the lines of authority. So that's fair. So it's obviously he's going to a building, looks like a dingy area, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be druggy or something like that. Then the door opens and it's the fog. I was like, well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're not wearing any glamour. I was like, what the fuck is they on about?
Yeah.
And carried on watching. Obviously, you got Woody upstairs being a twat.
And then
with Faith, isn't it? Faith's upstairs.
Faith's
you're introduced Faith. What is your opinion on Faith?
I think she's a more interesting character than they let on, and I think they should have kept her in for a bit longer. Because obviously, if you've watched our videos and then you've played the game and you've seen other videos, then there's this big backstory behind her.
I don't want to say cartel.
Yeah.
Because it's not a cartel, but
it's about her father and what he wanted from her.
Yeah, and
all that kind of stuff, and then obviously they discover her father.
Quick thing, guys. This isn't a spoiler video, because if you're watching this video, you've evidently watched our actual video, so you know what's going on. Yeah. Because her father was in love with her.
Her father wanted. Obviously, she lost her mother. Her father lost his wife. And
fairy tale and they're fucked up.
The mum basically said, make sure you marry someone, like the most beautiful woman that you can find, and of course, for him that was his daughter. So she escaped wearing donkey skin.
Was that what was goat skin?
No, it's donkey skin. Because her actual fable name is Donkey Skin.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And then she married Prince Lawrence.
See, I've seen 2 different things about him.
Yeah.
Which changes quite weirdly. We'll discuss that in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you've seen our videos, then you know the choices we made around kind of doing it. But there's other ones.
Obviously, we're not going to go categorically in this. We're just going to give our opinions on the entire episode in one go, because obviously we've got 2 hours worth of footage to do in 10 minutes, so we're not going to be doing
too much of it.
Because my way of doing it is I kept him alive. You know when you go up and he's in the cupboard. Because you walk in the room and I don't know if this is how you did it, but this is how I did it. So this might be one of the
who's in the cupboard.
Well, you know when you can go to Lawrence's apartment.
Yeah, you can go.
You see the gun and you see the drink.
Lawrence's apartment's the knife, isn't it?
But no, there's a gun there as well. There's a gun, drugs, and a knife on the floor.
Yeah.
And the knife has got some inscription on it. It's part of his whole fable thing.
Yeah.
Or is it? No, it's not. It's not a sword. It's like a short sword type knife thing. It's a long blade thing. But there's 2 ways. It's either you let him die and then he's not in the rest of it, or you help him
Yeah.
live. And that's by not chasing D when you see him burst out the because he's the one who burst out the cover. So my mum stayed not Lawrence.
Yeah.
So you either stay and help or you let D go.
Yeah. Does that change? Because obviously when you go to Prince Lawrence's, you can either go to his first or because Frog's obviously got one of the Tweedle brothers there.
No,
so I went to him first.
It changes because obviously where the other Tweedle brother is at Lawrence's, Lawrence, or in the process of like torturing him.
Yeah.
If you go to him, you interrupt that process.
Yeah.
Which means he doesn't get a chance to. Frog doesn't die. Because obviously.
No, Frog doesn't die.
No. So
like regardless.
No matter what choice you make, he doesn't die.
Yeah.
But he does get beaten up, and you still find out what happens. You just don't chase D.
Yeah.
But then you obviously lose your thing if you help Lawrence.
Yeah.
So if Lawrence lives, you help him live, and then there's a bit of a spoiler one for episode 2. But when you go to a certain person's funeral, he's actually there.
Oh right, okay. Yeah.
Because he has to do it for.
Yeah. So yeah, that would have been something that maybe Ben would have done differently.
So maybe. To be honest, not that much. Because I still found Lawrence a bit of a twat.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit opposed now. I would have helped Frog. I would have gone Frog as Frog.
Yeah, I went Frog
there.
first.
He's such a Londoner, it makes me laugh.
The only reason I went to Frog first is because I had the impression that whatever happened at Lawrence's was done.
Yeah.
Whereas we'd obviously just had a quite hectic message from Frog.
Yeah.
That needed sorting kind of ASAP.
Yeah, it was
and that's why I went to his
going,
first.
Well, we're gonna get on that shit away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. What I did find funny is how he's the amount of excuses he makes up for what happened.
Yeah.
It's like, that lamp the lamp's not plugged in, dude. The
Yeah.
lamp's not even meant to be here. Shit.
Yeah.
And you are such a lying
Yeah.
toe
I mean, the only thing I will say about scenes like that, obviously you've got the choice kind of quite soon within interrogating Frog where you can kind of start beating him up.
Yeah. Did you do that? 'Cause I can't remember.
I hit him once, and that's when it ended. But when it's like this with other kind of scenes within different episodes. If you've got the choice to talk or beat them up, obviously beating them up will go quicker than talking, which is completely understandable.
Yeah.
But the talking one, no, exactly. The talking one, you kind of get things repeated over and over again.
Yeah.
Which I didn't quite understand because there's only so much you can talk about, and then you end up getting answers and questions get asked that you probably would have asked before, and it just repeats it over and over again until you finally get the answers you want, which I don't think worked that well, but that happens whenever there's kind of the option to do that. Yeah, I mean...
So actually, you finish your bit, because I'm going on to another topic, so you finish your bit.
I mean, the kind of interrogation throughout all of the game is pretty much the same. You can do things two ways. Obviously, because this is a platinum walkthrough, you do see if it involves kind of unlocking a fable entry, then it will show you what the opposite way to do things would be in some of the scenes, because obviously you get a couple of fable entries per chapter of each episode. And
it's in that big book, isn't it?
Yeah, and some of them you need to do twice to get the fable entries.
Yeah.
So you get to see both sides of how it was done. But obviously, the first one that we do through the walkthrough is the one we're going to stay with. We kind of put the other bit as an extra game save.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my part.
That's fair. What's your opinion on Tweedle Brothers?
I always obviously from the original stories about the Tweedle Brothers, Alice in Wonderland, which I'm just going to point out, obviously with The Wolf Among Us being DC, is another thing as to why they're in Batman.
Yeah.
But the Tweedle Brothers as a whole, they've always kind of had this shadiness about them. Within the old books, I found they're idiots, and obviously they've got a lot more brain in this story, but there's still that naivety where I don't think they actually know the whole story about what's going on. They're obviously they're obviously working for someone, but they don't
quite
they've
know
been told. Yeah, they don't really know who. They don't really know why. They've been told something about what the kind of end result is going to be, and they believe that.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually realise the big picture.
I think some of this they're also quite money down.
Yeah.
I think they're doing it just for a price.
Yeah.
Which is why when you're interrogating D, he gives up. I mean, you might have to beat him up a bit, or let Bluebeard beat him up a bit. Is it Bluebeard or was it? Yeah, it's Bluebeard, isn't it? It's not Blackbeard.
Bluebeard is in this, yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted. I didn't know if I got his name wrong. Because obviously he comes in and takes over the interrogation. He's like, oh, fine.
Isn't that with?
That's when you take D down. That's when you go into the thing. Or did you do that one with me? Because I've only seen it. I didn't actually do that. That's just something I've seen.
The only thing the first thing I see where Bluebeard starts interrogating is the beginning of episode 2.
Have I gone on a bit far? My mistake. I was just using D as a...
No.
That's my mistake.
No, that's cool.
The only reason I brought in episode 2 then, my mistake, is because it's just the way that they give up information. So it's the fact that it's evidently just about money for them.
Yeah.
With a little bit of... Also, I've noticed a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
They seem to like... Because episode 1, when you're chasing them, because you do a quick time event.
Yeah.
You do that bit when you chase them along the down the alleyway and then you get punched by the other brother.
Yeah.
They enjoyed that.
Yeah.
You could tell that he enjoyed fucking knocking him out.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing this, it's a bit of a game to them.
Yeah.
I think they're...
Yeah, because regardless of this story and their story with Alice in Wonderland, everything they do is a game, and they haven't kind of taken that aspect away just because they've gone a little bit more fucked up than usual.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the episode as a whole is a good starting point. It's the longest episode from the 5 that they did, obviously.
Yeah.
Episode 4. Yeah, episode 4 is out tomorrow, which is Tuesday. So we'll be getting that and putting that walkthrough up as soon as we've put the other 2 episodes out.
Excuse me. Yeah.
But I mean, I guess the question is now, from everything that we've seen from this chapter and from all the characters that we've been introduced to, who do you think the murderer is?
Well, the murder of Faith?
Yeah. Well, the murder of everyone. It's all one big thing, isn't it?
See, obviously where I've gone on, I know a bit more than what from just episode 1. But from episode 1, I thought it was actually the D's, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought it is, because it's just the fact that they keep coming up, because obviously at this point you don't quite know that they're working for someone. They say, they give you a hint, but you don't fully understand it. It's just them, because obviously they're like eyes, aren't they?
Yeah.
But you don't know, because they seem to be in everything. They're everywhere. Every time you go somewhere, they're already there, or they've been there. Yeah. And you're there going, well, they tried to silence Frog, and they're going, well, that's a bit suspicious. Yeah. They obviously killed off Lawrence, or didn't kill him, depending on which playthrough you do. But they attempted to. Yeah. So no matter what, they either attempted or did it. So at the end of the first one, obviously, where you, because you get Faith's head. Yeah. So obviously you're there going, holy crap. Yeah. And then you think it's the woodsman. Because at one point, I was like, wait a minute. Right, head chopped off, jumped up with an axe. Fucking Woody. Yeah. He got pissed off, they got punched out of a fucking building. Yeah. Definitely Woody. Yeah. And then you go to the bar and he's all fucking... Yeah. Okay, it might not be him then.
Yeah. Right up until I was introduced to...
At the end of the episode 1, I feel like anyone I never liked Craig.
There's a big... I mean, this is kind of... I'm not going to go too much into what I'm about to say, because there's a big thing about Craig.
Yeah. I just don't like him in general, though.
He's an asshole. And there is some kind of suspicion there with him. Yeah. But right up until we got introduced to the Tweedle brothers, I thought it was the woodsman.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so you're the same as me, that you think it's Tweedle brothers?
I didn't think it was the Tweedle brothers, like just them. But you kind of, I had the feeling they were something to do with it, because I think they're too stupid to do it themselves.
That's a good point.
I think that...
See, because the bit that threw me at the end is when you... Because obviously you got to see this when Snow's head's out, you go, what the actual...
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Snow's disappeared now, but...
Yeah.
What? No, she was really nice, because there's something else I want to speak to you about in a sec, but I was like, Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah.
And then you've got the bit I want to speak on now is, what do you have about the love triangle, the love thing going on there?
Between Wolfie and Snow.
I
think that they'd be cute. I think they both like each other, but they just don't want to say it. They're too proud.
she's too all about my duty. She wants to get this shit sorted
Yeah.
out because it's her friends and family stuff.
I don't know
And
if
I think he
Wolfie's.
just wants to poke her.
I don't know if Wolfie's too proud to say it, or he's too scared to get her involved with him.
See, because I think obviously where he's always been the bad guy.
Yeah.
In the Fables, he's the bad guy. He's the guy the woodsman cuts open. He's the guy trying to eat Little Red.
Yeah.
'Cause where's Red? She didn't make it out of the old country, did she? She's still.
He's also the same wolf that blew down the little pig's house.
Oh, that's right. That's why. Steve. Lally,
Colin.
Colin. I was close. Steve Lally.
Steve.
Lally.
Lally.
Fuck it. Colin. That's
Yeah.
why Colin's living with him, isn't he? And
Well,
gave
he's
us-
not living with him. He sneaks out at the farm because he hasn't got enough
Oh,
money for
that's why he
glamour.
hasn't got the glamour.
He
So
sneaks out at the farm.
and stays over us a couple of times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sneaks
and he
in
lets
his
him because he blew his house down.
Yeah.
That's fair. No, I get it.
Yeah.
And
I think that'll be an end game for
I think
the end of the.
I reckon he's also scared of her now because obviously where he's been the big bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's
doesn't
scared
wanna-
to let her into his personal
Exactly.
life, which is understandable.
Yeah, which
But
is, especially when you guys see on further on, you understand. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
Piss, you know, let's be honest. When you piss him off, he becomes a. Because that's in the first episode. Because when he whips the guy's arm off in the bar. Is that in the first bit? Pretty sure that's the ending of
the ending of the first
yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
obviously you see when you piss him off, he's physically capable to whip someone's arm off.
When you did the last bit where you ripped off Gren's arm, did you do it? Would you have done it so you ripped his arm off straight away, or would you have let him go?
I would let him talk.
Yeah.
Did you let him talk?
I let him talk first, but that at the end of that.
Oh no, I did rip his arm off though.
At the end of that was because obviously that final decision about whether you let him stay or whether you rip his arm off is
But that's not the final decision though.
Yes, it is.
No, the final decision is D walks in. And the final decision is you either go for the huntsman.
No, but the fight with Gren.
Oh, right, okay,
The
yeah.
fight
No,
with
I thought
Gren.
that the
No.
fight of that actual scene. My mistake.
That-
Yeah, my mistake.
That final decision, you've only got 2 as opposed to you normally have 4.
Yeah.
And that final decision unlocks a Fable entry for each one. So that is something that you see within this walkthrough. My first decision is to let him just not rip his arm off. Is to
Yeah,
let
no,
him
let him talk.
let him talk and
Try
just
to
leave
control
him.
yourself.
Yeah.
And more even makes fun of you. Like,
Yeah.
You know, your arm. It's looking really fun right now to
Yeah.
beat you with.
Yeah. But at the end of episode 1, I go back and do that again with rip his arm off. But you kind of have to do that whole chapter to get the last Fable entry. But it's not too bad. They're only like 10-minute chapters, so
Just not something.
it's not awful. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that
Pretty much covers it for this
yeah.
one.
So that's our thoughts on some of the characters there. Basically, what you've gathered from this is we find the 2 main characters quite cute together.
Yeah.
We also think the twins are fucking douchebags.
Yeah.
And we also think Crane's a creepy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, and Gren's a moron.
Yeah. And the
Massive
and the wolf's and the
woodsman's a
woodsman
drunk.
is a drunk but innocent.
But it's, yeah, we both think he's innocent.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Like, I'm convinced it was the D brothers, even if it's not them acting on their own accord. I'm convinced they would have committed them act. They may have got help from someone else, but if someone else was present, but I'm definitely sure they were there.
Yeah.
When it happened, they were definitely there.
Yeah. I think they're in on it. I think they know something, but I don't think they know the big picture.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think at the end, so towards the end of the new episodes, that's when they're starting to click. You can see there'll be a little bit more like guns starting to happen.
Yeah.
So you can tell they're starting to get a bit more what the fuck's
Cautious
going on.
about it. Yeah.
And I think they heard about, obviously when D walks in and he's got his fucking, you rip his arm off, you're going, okay, D boy went, okay, well that guy's a bit of a mean motherfucker.
Yeah.
Probably gonna need some weapons on him.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
our kind of like outlook on episode 1. Episode 2 will be up shortly, and then obviously I've done it all pre-recorded, so we'll get them up as soon as we can,
excuse me.
and then do another discussion at the end of episode 2, and then same with episode 3, and then episode 4 we'll be recording tomorrow, as long as I get it.
I won't be here, I'll be watching things like
Yeah. Well, I'll get it recorded, and then we just put it up with it.
I'll come watch it.
Yeah.
Discuss stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right,
That's everything really. This one. No, not really. I mean, episode 2 is.
Oh, there was one more thing to say. Later today, guys, we will be finally unveiling the new co-host.
Yeah.
In a few videos' time, obviously, because we pre-record some videos, I keep continually, what's the word, reference him as the new co-host. But that's because obviously we we're waiting for him to finish work and come here so we can record his part of with them and us.
Yeah.
And he'll be in a couple of videos next week as well, because obviously, as I said, we're pre-recording, so he'll be in it. And obviously, guys, don't forget, you've got to watch our video tonight. We're doing racing games, other games with a group of guys and girls.
Yeah.
I've just downloaded Midnight Club, so that'll be good fun.
Get some more PS2 games on the go.
Get to meet Oscar, that's gonna be fun. We're doing face cam for this one? I reckon we should.
We should do it. We have to make sure we don't use the match though. I'll see if I can dig out more, because because we were going to do Horror Night tonight, tonight, but I was just like, you know what, we need to do a decent face cam because that's going to be hilarious. So I bought a night vision camera for my PC. So we're going to hold Horror Night off until maybe a couple of weeks and then get that done. But I've got an old webcam somewhere that we can record on.
So just because that way you get to see
the concentration phase.
Yeah, you get to see the new host, you get to see how concentration
phase. I mean, we'll have face cam when we do the introduction video for the new host anyway, but just so you can kind of see him interacting and kind of understand why we chose him.
So you're losing out on a
a good-looking guy called Ben.
You heard that, guys? That is now recording. Right? I'm gonna tell Lucy she's gonna kick my ass.
I'm joking. Lucy won't kick my ass.
She's gonna run away with it.
Sorry, Ben. Start your girlfriend.
Yes, that's everything from us today, guys. We will be doing this again for episode 2.
Yep.
Episode 3. And then episode 4.
And then episode 5.
Episode 9. Episode 112.
Episode 5 won't be out for another 6 weeks. So we'll have a break from The Wolf Among Us. I don't know if you're still going to be here.
It might be. Depends on how things go, actually.
Yeah. Well, obviously,
that's another point. We're gonna name this episode Wolf Most Discussion plus
Stuff
Business. When I go, I will be still involved in the Facebook page, so I'll still be an admin. I'll still be posting stuff on there, probably just funny pictures and seeing how everyone is, like asking questions and stuff. But with the videos, I'm gonna see if I can do anything online, so I can join in. Yeah. Like, it's obviously probably bought an Xbox.
I have bought an Xbox. I feel dirty.
So out of all of friends, I'm the guy with the highest level of GTA with most money that can actually offer the most entertainment online. Yeah. So obviously I'll still be involved in that. I might not be talking in it, but you'll actually see my character run around, which is me. So you will see me. Obviously on my weekends off, I'll be coming down. I might do a bit of recording with her if she would have me. So I might be in a couple of episodes.
If he's lucky.
But no, the new guy will be taking over. Not, I wouldn't say fully, because obviously he's only doing it temporary. But it depends when I finish all my training and stuff, and if I'm not available, then obviously I'll just.
We've got backup.
I'll give him the go ahead to just take over. He's the new official host, and I'll stay on the chat. I'll stay on the Facebook page and just get that sorted out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's everything from us today, guys. As you can tell, my voice went a bit dead there. It's only when I lean to the left. When I look forward, actually, it's fine. Yeah, so that's everything from us then, guys. Wednesday, Batman plus
Metal Gear
Solid. Oh god, yeah.
The first Metal Gear Solid video.
So we're gonna get that sorted. I think it's about done, isn't it?
That's it, we're doing?
Yeah. Okay. Right. See you later, guys.
See you later.
And don't forget, you can say it.
Stay classy, gamers.